Previously on youtube.com/chappylipdoll.
For this video, this is the time lapse of my Black Ops 3 loadout. Next week, I'll post a video showcasing my loadout. For the showcase, I'll try to get more in depth about it. Hey guys, what's going on? Chappylipdoll here with another video for you guys. Today I am showcasing my Black Ops 3 loadout. If you remember from last week, I did a time lapse of me constructing the whole, the 3 weapons of the loadouts, and I also said that a week later I was going to do a showcase. Well, this is that week. If you haven't checked the video, or if you haven't checked out the time lapse video yet, I would suggest watching that before watching the showcase. So I will link the video on the card up here, so you can go watch that, and then you can come back here and watch the showcase. Or if you don't care about the time lapse at all, that's fine. I'm not offended or anything. But in any case, if you don't want to watch the showcase, that's fine. You can... Wait, I did that wrong. Let's run that back. If you don't want to watch the time lapse first, and you want to watch the showcase first, that's also fine. There's not really a particular order for them. I kind of like watching the time lapse first, but it's up to you guys. So, here's how the showcase is going to work. Next to me, I have the 3 weapons that I'm going to showcase. What I'm going to do for each showcase is I'm going to throw up a picture of the actual weapon in the actual Black Ops 3 video game. And I have sticky notes that have the name of the weapon, the sight, or the optic, I guess they call it, and different perks / attachments that are on it. Since one of the weapons is a knife, there's not really perks or sights for that, just a camo job, but it still looks cool. So, that's how the time lapse or showcase is going to work. And then I'll have pictures of each weapon as I'm listing the facts, and then show you the actual product of what I've made. So, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So, let's get into the showcase. The first weapon I'm going to showcase for you is the MR6 pistol. So, the MR6 pistol I named Lefty with 2 L's. Don't ask why. The optic is the reflex sight, and the attachments and perks are an extended mag and quick mag. So extended mag means more ammunition, and quick mag means a faster reload. So that is the facts about the MR6 pistol. And as you'll see from the picture, it has an awesome reactive camo job as well. And the best to mimic that in this one. So this is the MR6 Lefty pistol. So, here's the barrel right here. And this is the reflex sight up here. Down here is the trigger. And then down here is the mag, which I think is my favorite. This is how long it is. This is the little quick mag attachment on the bottom. This is what the gun looks like on the inside. I'm not sure how well it'll come up on camera. There, you can kind of see it. It's a bit deep, and it has a magnet on the end, and this one has a magnet on this end. So that way, when you put it in, it stays in. Now, what's funny is that this mag piece, as well as a bunch of pieces that I used to make this weapon, came from IKEA boxes. I think, a few months ago, my family and I went down to North Carolina to IKEA to get some furniture, to get some furniture, and they had these really cool little like packaging things. So I saw this one, I thought it looked a lot like a gun magazine, and that's when I got the idea of making a Black Ops 3 loadout involving a pistol. And obviously, this pistol doesn't have reactiveness, but I did the best to mimic that on this, because the reactive camo is like the all like these are all kind of lightning strikes, and they all just kind of float around in these like glittering yellow or green backgrounds. And obviously, cardboard can't really do that unless you happen to know how to. So I just did the best I could to mimic that with the shape that it was. I also want to address this little eagle up here. You can add stickers onto your weapons, and for some reason I just decided an eagle would be cool to add onto my pistol. And this is one of my favorite functions. It's the cocking. It's the cocking function. I want to make some tweaks to it eventually to kind of make it go back farther and better at kind of going back. But this is what I got so far. As you can see, I'm gonna remove this. As you can see here, there's a rubber band, and I can't really show the inside, but basically, just take my word for this. There is a rubber band on the other side. Actually, you can kind of see it here. There's rubber band super glued to the back of the barrel or nozzle. And then in here, super glue is attached to this end of the cocking mechanism, so that way it springs back. And you also see that this side is left open while this side is closed. This side is closed while this side is open. And you'll see here, actually, once again, it's kind of hard with the camera, but inside there's not a whole lot, because this doesn't really have a super cool mechanism. It'd be cool that it did, but I couldn't figure out how to do something like that. I'm gonna try to experiment with future projects that I'm doing, but this is just the inside. You can see like some of the pieces that are holding it together. Pretty cool. On this side, you'll see there is a spring between the block that has the magnet for the clip, and then the trigger. So it kind of has a bit of a bouncing back to it. And originally I had the problem with it getting stuck, but now just doing this, it's fine. As long as you don't like push it back super hard, like that. As long as you don't do this, or if you don't do that, it won't get stuck. And also, I did kind of realize that the size of this is kind of big for my hand, especially when it was just one layer. But I'm kind of making use of it, or I'm kind of okay with it now. So this is the MR6 pistol. All right. Next up is the ICR-1. The ICR-1 is nicknamed Terminator. The optic is a Recon, and there are 5 attachments on this weapon. There is Quick Draw, Extended Mag, Fast Mags, FMG, and Grip. Quick Draw, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think Quick Draw is supposed to be like it helps you aim down your sights faster. Extended Mag and Fast Mags, again, it's like with the MR6. It's longer mags, so more ammunition, and fast mags, faster reload. And the mechanism of it is, the way they have it is really cool. So I'll show it to you in a little bit. FMG, I believe FMG is supposed to be like kind of more piercing, like bullets with more piercing ability. I think that's what it is. I'm not too sure about it. And I think it's like something you put on the front with the nozzle. And then the final thing is grip. So basically, it's just like a special kind of grip or handle put toward the front of the weapon, and it reduces, or it makes you aim down your sights steadier. So like with normal weapons, your weapon's just kind of bouncing around, like the recoil, the grip helps steady set a little bit. So those are the facts. And here is the actual weapon. This personally is my favorite among the three that I made. Mainly because of like how cool it looked. Granted, the pistol and the knife look cool as well, but I really like how this turned out. So here's the back. Here is the stock. And this is, I believe this is an Arctic camo. Here's the part, here's like the front of the stock where like this would normally go in and come out. I wanted to make it so that you could push it in and then pull it out, but I've done that a few times in the past and it hasn't really worked out well. I tried it with, when I was younger, I made a Halo 3 ODST SMG, and made it so like the stock could go in and out, but it wasn't very stable and would commonly fall out, and so I wasn't sure how to make like a perfect one that would stay. So for the time being, I just glued it. And then right here is the button. I believe this is the button that helps you aim down your sights. If any of you out there who are Black Ops 3 players know what this button does, comment down below. And then here's the trigger. Here's the ammo holder, and there is a C here. This is another sticker. I did a C because when I was making it, I thought it'd be a good idea to personalize my weapon. Here's the grip. Here's some detailing on the front. This is where the FMG is supposed to be. And then here is the nozzle. You might notice that if you look closely at this, you might notice that it doesn't look like cardboard. You would be correct. What was funny, or what happened was, I was walking to my room, and my weapon was on this shelf over here. And as I walked in, I nudged. This was like standing on top of a few video game cases. I nudged this, and then make it slide, and then it fell over. And since like this stuff is the inside stuff is IKEA packaging as well. Since this it's this material, and it's kind of fragile if it breaks, if like you push it down with force, and the weapon, unlucky enough, landed on the nozzle first and was crippled, and so I managed to fix it with some tape around it and some sticks as well. You can see it right here. And so here's the other side. So, to give a rundown of this, kind of like I did with the pistol, this is the Recon optic up here. Full disclosure, there is not any glass or anything, because I don't know how to make a scope like that. So, it's basically, you look through it, it's black on the inside, it feels like you're zooming in, but you're not actually. I thought it would be okay for now. So then, this is one of my favorite functions. This is what you would do after you're reloading. I'm not sure if you might be able to see. It's kind of deep in there, and it's kind of dark. But basically, there's a rubber band on the inside, and then there's a rubber band right here. That's supposed to help with the reloading mechanism. That's kind of like what the MR6 does. So then the ammo. This is the extended mag and fast mag portion of it. What the extended mag does, obviously, it makes it longer. The fast mags for this weapon, the fast mags for that one was a really interesting mechanism. This one basically has another magazine fastened to the first one. So as you can see here, there are two magazines together. This brown strip is just supposed to be for effects, or like detailing, because these two things are glued together, but in the game I think they're just like special kind of coupling or leather or something. So the leather, brown painted cardboard, is for detailing. So then how, I'm going to try to demonstrate this. How this would work when you're reloading is rather than toss aside a mag and then grab another one from your belt, you would do this. You just flip it around and start firing again. And then once again, when you're reloading and you're finished with this mag, you flip it around. This is pretty cool, and I think that it's an awesome mechanism. These are both magnets, just to be clear. And then, yeah, you can see here, there are big magnets on the inside, which is what helps keep this inside. Basically like what the pistol has. And I think it might be it. Again, this is all Arctic camo, and it looks really cool. So that is the ICR1. The final one, I just have a picture, no stat, because combat knives don't really, I don't believe they have perks. It'd be cool if they did, though. So this is what you're seeing on the picture is my combat knife, known as or nicknamed the Impaler. Yes, I know, it's a bad name. And not really much added to it except a really cool camo job, which I will show you right now. This is the Impaler combat knife. This showcase is going to be pretty short, the showcase for this specific weapon is going to be kind of short because, like I said, there's no perks or special features added to it, but it is still a really cool blade, and I really like this. So, it's a black handle with blue dots for detailing, a white dot up here, a gray little, back of the handle. The blade is, I painted white, but I can't remember if it was supposed to be silver. I can't really remember. But this is white. It's got some blue detailing in the middle of the blade, and then some orange one towards the front. And up here, I kind of thought these look a bit like eyes, and then these stripes down here kind of look a bit like mouths. That's probably just me. And I wanted this to be, as sharp as I could before, like, actually painting it. And I did try to flatten it a good bit and then put super glue on it, but this is as best as I could get. Because it was hard to, like, keep it totally flat. But still, it doesn't kill anyone, so that's good. And I think, like, the design of this blade is really cool. Eventually, I think I want to make a scabbard so that I can put this in there, but that's a project for another time. So that is my Black Ops 3 Black Ops 3 Loadout showcase. And so now I'm going to have to figure out what the next video is, because I've been teasing this for quite a few days, or a few videos, I mean. And I never really figured out what I'm going to do after that. Currently, I am working on a Halo weapon, and provided I can complete that, I would like to showcase that, because personally this is really, I think it's really cool. But that is news for another time. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on this and subscribe if you haven't already, and enable post notifications so you don't miss out on what's coming out next. Once again, check out both my Twitch channels. Links are in the description. One's my gaming channel, one's my behind the scenes channel. If you haven't seen the time-lapse video, I will link that in the description as well. Or you can just go to my channel and find it. Either way, it's there. And until next time, I'm Chappy Lipdahl, and I'll see you guys later.